I'm tired right now, I am. Alright guys, okay, friends and viewers, welcome back. This is a 5 tips video for you. 5 tips to help you cut your own hair. It can be an easy process, can be a hard process. Basically, the main tip is, the overall moral of the story is, take your time and be patient and make smart movements. Don't just rush it and mess the whole thing up. The number 1 tip, guys, is make yourself a self-cut system, or how normal people call it, a 3-way mirror. 3-way mirror can be most helpful. It can stop you from having to have that awkward situation where you've got one mirror, a clipper and a mirror behind you and a handheld mirror. It's just too much. You don't want that. Nobody wants that, guys. Just no one wants it. So that will definitely help you in the beginning. As you get more advanced, you might be fine using a handheld mirror, but at the beginning, I'd say it's a no from me. It's a no from me. Tip number 2: practice reverse movements. It's tricky with the mirror because every movement you make, your hand does the opposite of what you want. It's not good, it's not perfect. So the quicker you can get used to those reverse movements, the easier it's going to be for your self haircuts. It's just facts. It's hot. Why did I do that? It's fine. They're fine. It's like with anything. At the start it's hard. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Can't really explain it any more than that. Do it more, you'll get used to it. Trust me. But it's something to watch out for at first, because you could definitely make a mistake if you think you're going one way and you accidentally go the other way. It wouldn't be great. So just think about that, guys. Okay? Think about that. Tip number 3. Make sure you're slow with your movements and you're methodical with your movements, and just make sure you don't mess up. Basically, be in the right place with the clipper at the right angle, and take your time with it. Be nice and slow with it, and you'll be much more likely to get it right. If you're too fast, if you're making fast movements, irrational decisions, it's not going to end well. It's not going to be a nice haircut. You're not going to want to show that off to your friends. Trust me. If you make sure that you're careful and you take your time with it, trust me, it will come out 80% better haircut, and it will look so much better, look so much nicer. It will be presentable, and it will definitely be, you'll be fine to go outside with it, trust me. Tip number 4. Tip number 4. What have I got in store for tip number 4? Tip number 4, guys, is make sure you practice on your friends. If any of your friends need a haircut and you're available and they are going to allow you to cut their hair, take that opportunity, do it, give it a go, because you need the practice, trust me. We all need the practice. I'm not a barber, I don't work in a barber shop, I don't cut 10 heads a day, so I'm severely behind on the practice. I cut as many friends as I can, really. If somebody asks me for a haircut, I'm going to do it, most of the time free of charge, and if they want to pay you at the end of it, then that's just an added bonus, guys. That's just the cherry on top of the cake, the icing on the cake. Yeah, because basically, guys, the better you understand fading and the more you do fades, the better all your haircuts are going to be. So basically, same again, the more you do something, the better you're going to be. It makes sense. It sounds obvious, but just do more haircuts. And don't worry if you mess up on your friends, it'll be fine. Most of the time, they won't even know, unless it's really bad. Tip 5. The final tip. Make sure you're going into the haircut with a plan. Make sure you have a plan. Planning is key. Those who fail to prepare to fail. Make sure you know which method you're going to use. Are you going to use the descending method, set in one line and then descend down the head? Or are you just going to set a line in, fade it out, set another line in, fade it out, and move up the head? Make sure you know which one you're going to do before you start the haircut. Otherwise, you're going to get all confused and it's not going to turn out well. Make sure you have a plan before you get in there. It's also, guys, a good idea to know which guards you're going to use throughout the haircut. If you're going to descend down the head, use the descending method like I've been doing, which guards are you going to descend down to? Basically for me, at the moment I'm going for a 4 open, into a 2 open, into a 2, into a 1.75, into a 1.5, into a 1.25, into a 1, into a 0.75, into a 0.5, and then down into like a 0.25, then a 0 to flick out the very bottom. And I'm basically doing that on myself. I know that I'm going to use those exact guards before I even start the haircut when I'm doing one on myself. So find out the way that you like it, because it's gonna be down to your preference. So just give it a go, guys, and see what you like, see how it feels. But the best tip number 6, the golden tip, is just give it a go. Just try it, because it probably won't turn out as badly as you think it's going to turn out. Sure, it won't be perfect, but it's free, so you can't really complain there, and it will still be good enough to start with. But the more you do it, they'll get loads better. So you might as well start now, and it always grows back at the end of the day, guys. So no big deal. Anyway, take it easy. We reached 200 subscribers before Christmas, which was the goal. So we're all happy right now in January. So take it easy, guys. Have a good one. See you soon. Comment down below if you want this to turn into a ukulele cover channel. I'm like 80% serious as well.